Hi guys and dolls, ladies and gentlemen, y'all, you guys, everybody. Thank you for being here. I hope that you're having a great day. If you are Catholic or Christian, today is Good Friday. If you are not, it can still be a Good Friday, right? If you celebrate Easter, that's cool. If you celebrate Ostara, that's cool. They're pretty similar. Easter is actually based on Ostara, festival of fertility and springtime and magical things, and not at all to denigrate Christian ceremonies. If you believe in the Christ and all of those things, I still wish you well. Happy weekend. What you got going on this weekend? Are you wearing matching outfits and going out and doing Easter egg hunting? Because my family and I totally are. I always look forward to it. I think watching kids do anything like Easter egg hunting or sack racing or hanging out with sort of creepy characters in costumes is a lot of fun. So we will be doing that this weekend. It has been a day. I've been so busy. The weather's crap here. But a good day, really productive and really good. If you're new here, I just want to say welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching me shuffle these cards while I ramble. I just want you to know there's really one rule here, and that is to be kind and courteous to me and to the other people here. If you post things that are ugly, I'll remove them. If you comment to somebody else and it's ugly and I see it or it gets reported to me, I will remove it. You will be blocked and removed. Just do me a favor and don't be a dick. Okay? All right. So I'm just going to do a reading that came to mind the other day. You know, it can be difficult to read and read and read and read on a daily basis about the same thing. So the royal family, and even though I get a lot of views from those, you know, energies don't change a whole lot from day to day. So it gets a little bit boring, and a lot of times I don't get a lot of information because I just asked about that same thing or that same person, the same situation the day before. So I'm doing something totally different today, and I wanted to ask about some stars who have passed on. So the first one that was suggested to me actually by a friend of mine is Marilyn Monroe, who a lot of people like, a lot of people dislike. She's actually more polarizing than I would expect someone to be, a starlet to be. You either really like her or you really hate her and think she's a bimbo. But there are mysterious circumstances around her life and her death. Some people say that she was the first presidential model, Illuminati, trial and error thing that they did. You know, of course, she had an affair with JFK. She did have a troubled life. She did have miscarriages. She had what looked to be a fairy tale relationship with Joe DiMaggio, but I've also been told that he abused her. So I'm just going to ask some questions and see what happens. Okay? Okay. So general energies for Marilyn Monroe. Let's just get some general energies. Let's get some feelings. Marilyn Monroe, who, she's not with us here on this physical plane anymore, but she is still around. Give me some general energies for Marilyn Monroe. These cards are sticking together today, and I live in Georgia, and it's pretty humid today, and that could be why, and it could be because they are being tight-lipped. So we'll see. General energies for Marilyn Monroe, Ms. Monroe. Norma Jean. What was her last name before it was Monroe? I don't know. Whatever you can tell me about her life, her death, her afterlife. Let's just see what comes out. I'm going to split the deck and do it that way because the cards are sticking. Okay, and all of these came out in reverse. I don't usually do reverse in this deck. We have the Justice card, we have the Nine of Pentacles card, and we have the Father of Wands or King of Wands. So Justice, right now, just looking at this as soon as it came out, it feels like duality. It feels like multiple personalities. It feels like being this on the inside and presenting yourself as this on the outside. And I feel like that's accurate. She was brunette. She presented herself as blonde. She was born you know, to a poor country family, and she became this blonde bombshell and made a ton of money, and her estate still makes a lot of money. She's still very popular today. So she may have felt pulled in more than one direction as far as her image, as far as people understanding her, as far as doing the projects that she wanted to do versus doing the things that the studios thought would make a lot of money, or the person that they wanted to project as a starlet. She did make a lot of money. This feels like nest egg type money. This feels like, these feel like angel feathers to me. It feels like a bird's nest kind of, with the money on the inside. So a lot of the things that she did was to make money, was to hold on to money. There may have been money issues there, or money insecurities there, that caused her to make some of the decisions that she did. She's infamous for wanting to put off the family thing so that she could continue to make films while she was in her prime. Father of Wands, or King of Wands, is fire energy around her. In this case, he feels like a charmer, but he's also deadly, okay? Let's see, fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So that would be Aries, Leo, Sag in her life. Maybe who was a great influence on her. And, you know, if I had thought better about it, I would have printed out or written down her sign and her parents and the people around her, but I didn't. So, and that's okay, because that could make this more authentic. I'll have to check afterwards and see how correct I am about some of these things. So what can you tell me about the circumstances surrounding Marilyn Monroe's death? What can you tell me about the circumstances surrounding her death, please? Whatever you can tell me. I had a bunch come out. And this one tried to come out earlier. Knight of Swords. And okay, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Devil, which is temptation. It can be drugs, though. This can signal addiction, so that's pretty interesting. Knight of Swords in reverse. Of course, it's a Fool's Rush In card. This is a card of leaping before you look, of taking action, of being really impulsive energy. Okay, your heart's in the right place, but it's not always the right action to take. And it can be also a younger air sign, right? Then we have King of Cups, older male gentleman who is in control of his emotions. This actually feels very much, I got the word manipulator. This is a manipulative energy surrounding her. This feels like a Svengali. This feels like somebody in control completely. Then we have the High Priestess. This is your you already know card, but this is your inner guidance, your intuition, trusting that, leading from that. Okay, and then we have the Page of Swords at the end of that sequence of cards that fell out. It's a younger, more immature energy. Again, it's air energy and air signs. Swords also have to do with the truth. This can be Marilyn herself, who was really impetuous and maybe didn't grow up all the way, wasn't super mature on the inside, rushed into things, was passionate and wanted to do things quickly all the time. And then there was somebody else who either balanced out that energy or took advantage of that energy, somebody who talked her into a lot of things because they knew that she didn't know better. Okay, and then the High Priestess for me is feeling a lot like this is where she is now. This is her current situation. This is her looking at her past from a different perspective now, because she's, you know, of course she's not on the earthly plane anymore. So she can see things now that she couldn't see before. And maybe what she's looking at is how immature she was. Okay. I am going to grab one more deck and we'll just see what else we get. And you guys, if you see things, of course, you know, I'm sure there's people out there that know more than I do about Marilyn and her life. So please contribute. Please let me know what you think about what we're getting here. Anything else you can tell me about Marilyn Monroe and the circumstances around her death? This could also be, this makes me feel like, in the reverse, this makes me feel like the negative aspects of this card. So running your mouth to somebody that maybe you shouldn't have, because I'm getting real negative energy from this card. I'm getting, she threatened the wrong people. That was a wrong thing to do. This also could be that she had information. You see how this person is holding tightly to a scroll? This could be, I'm threatening you. I'm going to go to the news. I'm going to go tell somebody what I know about you. And they were like, no, you're not. No, ma'am, sister friend. We can't have you messing that stuff up. A lot of swords energy in this. the duality is really card is really interesting to me too, just because when people talk about the Illuminati, they always talk about black and white. They talk about the checkerboard pattern on the floor, as above, so below, and the light and the dark, and the split personalities and stuff. So it's super interesting that that was the first card that came out. Anything else, please, on the life and death of Marilyn Monroe? Thank you. So, okay, a bunch of cards came out. Page of Cups, Ace of Wands in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse. So again, immature energy, immature emotions. Okay, where's my next one? Okay, Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands it's more fire, it's more passion, it's the beginning of something. I feel like in the reverse it was maybe the stalling of passion, almost like a fire that's going out instead of a new beginning of something fiery. It's sort of a fire that's slowly burning out and fading away even. But also, you know, you guys, candle in the wind, right? That just came to mind just now when I saw that. That's kind of crazy. And then we have Two of Swords, but it's in the reverse. This is a card of choices, or of not seeing choices, not believing you have choices. It can also be feeling like there's something you don't see or something you don't know about a situation. In the reverse, it feels even more unbalanced. It doesn't necessarily feel, it does feel still to me in my gut like I don't have a choice. I don't feel like I have a choice. I don't have a choice. I keep hearing I don't have a choice. Okay, what else can you give me on Marilyn Monroe, please? Anything else on Marilyn Monroe and the circumstances around her death in particular, please? Anything else you can give me on Marilyn Monroe? That was half the deck. I'm not going to pick that up. Ugh. Anything else you can give me on Marilyn Monroe, please? Thank you. Yeah, Three of Swords. Heartbreak situation. Totally broken. Being totally disappointed in love. Look at that. The eye is crying. Look at those swords. Look, it's a rainy day. There's a storm cloud above you. Just really, really being betrayed and hurt by somebody that was your everything. Three of Pentacles again. And a 3 card after a 3 card to me means definitely a third-party situation, okay? This normally is a card of collaboration and teamwork. In this case, it feels like there's a woman and 2 men, okay? And that's the visual on the card, you guys. There's a woman and 2 men. There was a love triangle, maybe. A love triangle going on. Maybe Marilyn and 2 men. Maybe 2 men were fighting over her. Maybe she was threatening to tell someone. And then 10 of Cups in reverse. So 10 of Cups is usually emotional fulfillment and having everything the way that you want it. And in the reverse, it's like all of your cups are falling out. You're losing everything all at one time. You don't have anything that you want. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good card. Anything else before I close it out? Thank you. 7 of Swords. Something shady. Shady dealings. Somebody's lying. Somebody's being sneaky like a fox. So many swords. So much swords energy. A lot of heartbreak. A lot of cutting. A lot of truth that looks like it was stifled. So you guys tell me what you saw in this. Tell me what you thought about it. What is the energy? What's the feeling in the pit of your stomach? Because you're probably right. Let me know about that. Give me a thumbs up on this video. Tell me other videos that you want to see or readings that you want me to do, because I'm so happy to do those for you guys. If you want a personal private reading with me, I'm happy to do those for you as well. My email is in the description box below. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter, or Happy Ostara, or just a happy weekend if you don't celebrate any of those things. I love you. Bye-bye.